Hey everyone, it's Monday. Hope you all are doing well and ready to start the week off on a good note. Today I want to show you a small little collection of weapons that we've recently found in a storage unit. Now these weapons were all found in the same storage unit as the video games, and I made a whole bunch of videos about the video games, so if you haven't been keeping up with me, you need to go back on my YouTube page and check out the video game collection. But we're no longer talking about video games. We've moved on to weapons, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 little weapons here, and to give you kind of a small description about them, they're more than anything for decorative. These are decorative weapons. They're not real weapons. You know, I wish that they would be real Japanese swords, but unfortunately, you got to play what's been given to you. And these were the weapons that we found in there, so I will be selling them. They still can be sold, but not as real weapons. These are decorative pieces. So I'm going to grab my camera here, and I'm going to give you a little run through of the weapons that I got and give you some of my thoughts and prices. I will be taking these to the flea market because they are not going up on Facebook and they are not going up on eBay. So let me grab my camera here, and we're going to be looking at the weapons now. We got a shield, we got some crazy type of blade, we got a knife, we got another knife, and we got a javelin or a spear, whatever you want to call it. I am not an expert in weapons, so I don't know which one it is, to be honest, but as you can see, they are all still very cool pieces. Maybe the value isn't thousands and thousands of dollars because they are not real weapons, but let's take a closer look at them, and we'll start right here with the shield. It's got a really cool dragon design on it, and if we turn it on the back, we're going to see the little handles so you can hold it in place. Let's take a closer look here, and we'll see that it's got a tag on it, and it says Burnt Mountain Crafts, Rent Toys. So you obviously know by the sticker that it is totally fake, but nonetheless, it still looks really cool. I enjoy playing with it and taking some pictures, and this would be great just to hang up on the wall, to play. Little kids will enjoy playing with it. Live action role play, LARP. There's so many things you can do with it. It doesn't have to be real. This probably isn't going to be for a serious collector. This is a purely fantasy piece. Now, as we keep moving on, we got this crazy blade. This does not even seem logical to me. It seems more dangerous than anything, but it is still nonetheless very cool. So let me get it more in the sun, and let me take my camera and zoom up all in it. So over here, as you can see, we got a marking, and since it is marked, that makes it very easy to look it up. I found this exact one on eBay, and it sold for $15. Now for $15, in my opinion, that is not worth posting on eBay, but this is definitely worth taking to the flea market. I'm trying to get zoomed in on this, but it's not working too well. But it says Robert Shiflett Custom Design. So that's exactly what I typed in on eBay, and that is exactly what I found. Now it's, like I said, very illogical. This seems like it's going to cut my fingers off if I'm holding it. Just look, the blades are facing inwards, and they're all pointing towards my fingers. So this is not something that I would want to run around with and carry it in any combat type of situation. Now the blades open up one at a time, and it's just, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a very cool design. As impractical as it may be, I don't know if you're supposed to hold it, throw it. It doesn't make sense, but nonetheless, that doesn't take away from how cool it is. It's got locks in place. So now if I want to pull the blades back in, I got to kind of mess with the lock here, and then the blade will cut back in just like a pocket knife. So as we move on from there, we're going to be looking at this blade that's next. And this is very nice. Check out the design on it, just very, very cool looking. This is as far as a display piece, I mean, it's definitely something that you can display. You hang it up on your wall just to show it off. You know, it looks very, very cool. Look at that. Let me open it up and take it out so you can see the blade. It turns into two pieces, and there we go. And this is what obviously gave it away for me right here. It says China on it. Another thing that you have to take into consideration is that these blades all came from the same unit, and the shield and the other crazy blade, not much value, so I'm thinking that these don't have too much value to them either, because they're not real. They're China, they're display pieces, but nonetheless still very, very cool. Keep in mind, I am not an expert in weapons, as I said. Just what I am telling you is my opinion, and I could be wrong. You may know more than me. So this is all about doing your research, about knowing what you have, about putting in the time and the effort. I've done my research to the best of my ability, and this is my conclusion. This is not a $200 or $300 piece. This is not real. This is a display piece. As we keep moving on, we got another knife here. I really like this. The design on it is great, and it's got the I believe it's called the sheath to hold the blade in place. It's got a very, very fantasy feel to it. Just all the designs. You got the ruby right there, and overall still very cool. It's got eagles on each side, and the rubies are on the eagle's eyes. Now I'm going to take it off of the sheath, and we're really going to look at the blade. It's got all this pattern inlay, and that makes it look very, very cool. On the back, it does say stainless china, so that gives me the impression that it is not a real blade. This is not meant to go to war. This is simply a display piece, but nonetheless very, very cool looking. It's fantasy. Anyone who enjoys fantasy, these types of things, would enjoy having this, just to display it, just to have it as a paperweight, just to show it off. It's a good talking piece, and still very, very cool. And last but not least, we have the spear or javelin, or whatever you may want to call it. This one, out of all pieces, intrigued me the most, but as you can tell, it is rough. It is very, very rough. It looks like it's starting to rust all over. It's definitely not sharp. Let me see if I can get a better look at it. There we go. Look at the design that they added to it. And we turn it over, and this is just a blank canvas. Right here, it does say Pakistan. I've done my research to the best of my ability, and I do not think this is a real type of thing, but more of a display piece. But nonetheless, very, very cool. I enjoyed playing with it and taking pictures. You got the handle over here. And since we are not putting this on the internet, we are not putting it on Facebook. With Facebook, you don't want to take the chance. They do not like you posting weapons. So we are taking these all to the flea market. And I'm going to give you my prices right here. The shield is $5. This one, Crazy Blades, $10. These are the nicer looking ones, $20 and $20. And then we got the javelin spear, another $10. If someone is interested in one, they may be interested in all of them. So if they want to buy all of them, I would do $50 for all of them. And these are my thoughts on the little display of weapons we have here. Very, very cool decorative pieces. I hope this video finds you well, and that you all have a great week. And if you like this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up on the channel, and I will keep the videos coming. We got all different sorts of things to talk about. Thanks again for watching, and take care.